blank Nivetha. Thank you for clicking into this video. If you're new here, hi, I'm Nivetha and I'm currently working in Accenture as Package App Development Associate under Quality Engineering and Testing stream. I got onboarded on July and I'm working in Chennai. So that is a quick intro about me. Also, if you haven't watched my previous Accenture related videos, I'll link the Accenture playlist here. You can go and check them out. I've already uploaded 4 videos regarding Accenture, like my first day at Accenture, how the interview process will be, how I handle the HR interview, and my Primus assessment, and what will be the after interview process, the documentation process and all. I've covered all these things on the earlier videos, so make sure to check them out. And if you're following me for a while, you would have noticed something different. Yes, I'm going to be talking in English for the entire video because few of my subscribers have requested me to make videos, especially Accenture related videos in English because they couldn't understand Tamil, which is quite reasonable because the very motive why I started to make these Accenture videos is because I want to help you guys out throughout this interview process and onboarding process, documentation and stuff, because I struggled a lot during the whole phase of getting into Accenture. So I have to ease the process for you guys. And obviously there are people from many states who are applying for Accenture, and also there are people from many states who are watching my videos. There are not only Tamilians who are getting into Accenture, right? So I thought making videos in English will benefit wider audience and all language people can understand the process and they'll get benefited out of my content. Hereafter, Accenture related videos is going to be in English. So yeah, about today's video, you guys will have already understood the context. Yes, it's going to be the onboarding process in Accenture. So what actually happens on the onboarding, like what are the documents we should carry, and how the onboarding process will be, what are the mails I received from Accenture like before the date of joining, and many more things related to onboarding. So please watch this video till the end, and if you find this video useful, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon. So without any further ado, let's get into the video. Divide this entire video into 4 segments. First segment, I'll be discussing all about the mails which I received before onboarding with exact dates so that you can relate with me, like when the venue details mail came and when the accommodation details mail came, so on and so forth. I'll be discussing. And second segment will be documents, like what are the mandatory documents you should carry during onboarding. The third segment is going to be what actually happens on the date of joining and the next day, like what are the process and what and all will happen. I'll narrate you everything. And the last segment is going to be like my experience throughout this onboarding process. What are the obstacles I faced, like how the real date of joining is different from my expectations, and how the verification process went, and so on. I'll be discussing in the 4th segment. So without any further ado, let's get started with the segment number 1. If you have already watched my after interview process video, you would have known that I've received my offer letter on June 9th, right? And I've received my date of joining and base location mail on June 13th. So after that, like within 1 or 2 weeks, on June 22nd, I've received a mail from Accenture stating that like welcome to Accenture family. In that mail, they have mentioned that venue and timing details will be shared with you like 3 to 4 days prior to date of joining, and accommodation details will be shared with you 2 days before the date of joining. Like that they have mentioned. After that, on July 3rd, I've received the mail from Accenture regarding this onboarding process. Like till then, I have received the documentation rejection mail and some changes mail and a Primus mail only. I haven't received anything regarding to onboarding or venue and stuff. July 3rd, I've received the mail for venue and timings, like where I should report on the first day. For your information, my first day is July 6th. Before like 3 days, I've received the venue mail. In that mail, they have specified the venue details and reporting time. For me, it's 12:30 p.m. Address of the office, and they also provided the Google Map directions link for the office. Also the POC name, which is nothing but point of contact, like whom I should report to. And then they have also mentioned the mandatory documents which I should carry on the first day. The documents and all I'll be explaining you in brief in the next segment. Okay, these are the details I received on this mail. So after that, on July 4th, I received the accommodation mail. In the accommodation mail, they have mentioned the hotel name and hotel address and receptionist name and hotel reception number. And I've got Ilara Hotels and Spa in Chennai, Sholing, Nallur. And they've also mentioned the check-in time and date and check-out time and date. And also we should carry the Xerox scanned copy of the accommodation mail to show to the hotel people that we got this accommodation, this hotel, and this is the check-in date and time. So for the verification process, we should carry the hard copy of the accommodation mail as well. And after that, on July 6th, which is on your date of joining, you won't be receiving any mails because everything will be on offline mode. The in-person documentation and then the ID card photo and everything will happen on the date of joining in offline mode. So you'll be receiving no mails on that day. And on July 7th, the next day of your date of joining, you will be receiving a mail for laptop collection, and you will be receiving a mail for your login credentials like your enterprise ID, your employee ID, and you will be receiving another mail for opening your salary bank account. So these are few mails which I got on the next day of date of joining. So that's it with the mails which I received. I hope I covered everything. So let's jump into segment number 2, the documents that you should carry on your date of joining. These documents to carry details will be specified in your venue details mail. So the documents which you need to carry is your form 11 and nomination forms. There will be 2 forms for nomination. You should carry both in hard copy. Everything I'm mentioning now, you should carry hard copy, okay? Print out copy you should carry, and you should provide your signature in all documents, okay? So the form F and nomination form you should carry, and form 11 as well. These are the mandatory Accenture related forms that you should carry. So you should carry your passport size photo, Aadhaar card, voter ID, PAN card, and offer letter and terms of employment form and your self-declaration form. And if you are already experienced in some other company, you should carry your relieving letter. If you have any PF and ESI account earlier, you should carry the documents as well. And about PAN card, I'm stressing again and again that you should carry only original PAN card. E-PAN card is not at all accepted. You will face a big issue on date of joining. During the in-person documentation process, you will be facing a lot of issue. From my personal experience, I'm telling you guys, please carry your original PAN card. I'll come to my story later, but for now, please do carry your original PAN card. I'll suggest you guys to have your hard copy, which is the original certificates, and then take Xerox of like 3 or more Xerox copies for the original document, okay? So they'll be asking 2 copies each, like 2 Xerox copies from you. So you should carry at least 2 or more copies for emergency purpose. Also, you should show the offer letter printout in the reception. So you should carry the offer letter hard copy as well. And the dress code which they mention in the mail is business formals, and I rarely saw people wearing business formals. They are not that much strict with dress codes and all, but business formals is what they expect you to wear on your first day at Accenture. And also you'll be provided with a temporary ID card with your employee ID written over there, and they'll be taking a quick photo of yours. I'm not at all ready for that. I'll just show you guys the picture of my ID card, like the temporary ID card. I'm not at all ready. I don't even know they are taking a picture. They were like, can you see here? And then they click the picture. So that's how it went. So be prepared for the quick photo session. But that ID card is not your permanent one. It's for like 3 to 4 days for the access purpose, okay? Inside campus, we must need ID card to, get into a door and come out of the door. You should give the access. For that purpose only, they are giving this ID card. But for the permanent ID card, we are the ones who will give our photos. So no worries. And that's with the documents you need to carry. These are the documents specified in my mail, like for the last year. I don't know whether they have made any changes, or I'm not 100% sure that these are the only documents they ask, because I don't know about the present documentation stuff. So please check your mail, the venue details mail. Give a read to the documents they mention there, and make sure to carry more than 2 copies of your document, okay? Now it's time for segment number 3, what actually happens on the onboarding day, okay? First things first, timing. Report timing they'll be mentioning in your venue details mail. Please reach your Accenture office 30 minutes, at least 30 minutes prior to your reporting time. Once you get in there, you have to wait for some time, and then the security and the reception people will guide you through the process. In the reception, they'll be asking you Aadhaar card, PAN card, and your offer letter hard copy. You should provide them, and as I mentioned earlier, they'll be clicking a picture of yours, and they'll be providing your temporary ID card within like 2 to 3 minutes. And after receiving ID card, they'll instruct you to go to a room and wait for some time. You should wait for others to complete this process, like getting the ID card process. So actually it's such a boring thing for me also, like to wait for like 1.5 hours. You must need patience, you all. I'm giving a disclaimer, okay? Please be patient on your first day. Right after that, the documentation process will get started. You will be seated in an auditorium kind of room, and HRs and many other officials will come and give a welcome speech for you guys, and they'll be giving a speech about Accenture and their work experience and stuff. So that is the session which happened, and after that it's lunch break, and you will be provided with free lunch and ice cream. The lunch is really good actually, and the dessert as well. So they've arranged a buffet for us. I'll just hold this stuff for my next segment, okay? So you will be provided with free lunch and dessert, and after that you have to again check into the auditorium, and there the documentation process will get started, and you will be given with the number, and you should wait for some time. Not some time, you should wait for a long time. During that time you will be provided with a book of Accenture, and there you will be having the nomination forms and other forms as well, which you have to fill in there. You have to provide the sheet to the volunteers. After this you will be assigned to a person, HR like person. So he'll be verifying your documents manually, and he'll be asking like, where are you from, and there are no like interview kind of questions and all. Please don't panic. It's a general talk during the documentation process, and the HR which I got on the process is really sweet. He helped me a lot. That sir is like a lifesaver for me. I was about to cry, but yeah, he helped me out. I'll tell you guys the entire story in the next segment, okay? So the documentation happened. After that you can go to your home or your accommodation and you can log off. So that is the first day. The second day is all about laptop collection, setting up your laptop with your login credentials and opening the bank account and stuff. So these are some technical things happened on the second day. So this is a quick walkthrough on day 1 and day 2 at Accenture. This is how the process is. I hope I narrated it well. And now let's dive into the last segment about my experience during onboarding. So, my experience on my first day at Accenture. To be honest, I was quite nervous before. I thought, what if they conduct a small interview on the date of joining? And what if they ask me to talk in front of all the other new faces? I was quite nervous, but Accenture did nothing like that. Only the HRs who talked to us, who welcomed us, and people are very sweet there, like the officials. Also the security guards and volunteers, they are like very good and make you feel comfortable, and they won't be like bugging you for stuff and won't shout at you, and they'll ease the process, you know. As a fresher, we all have the insecurity. Like, what if I embarrass myself on the first day itself? We all have the thoughts, right? They are helping us out. I really love that in Accenture. I've worked for like more than 6+ months, I guess. So far, it's like that only. Every other official, the workers, and the security guards, everyone are very sweet. And yeah, even I gave my documents, and they have given my temporary ID card, which made me really happy. I'm not expecting that like I will get my ID card on the first day itself. After that, we have waited for so long. Like in my batch, there are like 150+ students who are onboarding on the same day as mine. So I have to wait for like so long. I went in as the first 20 people. So I have to wait till the 150 gets completed. So after that, I went into the conference room. Like your batch HR will talk with you. He is the main point of contact for you. So he'll introduce himself, and they'll be explaining some basic things you should know in Accenture, like submitting your timesheet and how to send mails and how to use your employee ID. And there are a lot of stuff they'll discuss about. And the lunch. You guys, the lunch is really good. It's a buffet. There's both veg and non-veg, and the food is really good. It's completely free. Now we have got like 1 hour break extended to 1.5 hours, because there are like many people, right? After 1 hour, no one's coming back. They are like still eating. So they given like 1.5 hours break for us. We ate ice cream as well. So everything was so good and chill. I made some new friends, and everyone are so sweet. So everything was so good till then. After then, my documentation process started, and I went there and sat in front of the HR, and he asked me the Aadhaar card, PAN card, birth certificate, and every other mandatory documents I stated right in the second segment. Everything he asked, I just took one by one and gave him, and he was just go through everything. And then he took the PAN card out and he asked, don't you know you have to carry the original PAN card? Do you have the original PAN card? You have just placed the e-PAN card here. You know, till that time, I don't know that original PAN card is different from the laminated e-PAN card. So guys, I thought e-PAN card, like after taking e-PAN card, you know, we have to laminate that e-PAN card and that is the original PAN card. I just thought like that. But there are like few differences from e-PAN card, like laminated e-PAN card and original PAN card. You can Google that. You should get the original PAN card, okay? And I'm confident enough to tell him and convince him that that is the original PAN card. And he was telling me, no, this is not original PAN card. Original PAN card is something. He took his own original PAN card and showed to me. He told me, just see the difference, no? And then he talked to some other volunteers. He was like, how come this girl came without original PAN card? What should we do now? We have felt like everything, no? He was like talking to some other guy related to this. I was hearing all this stuff and I'm looking at both the PAN cards and there are few changes. So QR code and few stuffs are changed. And I was like, I am done. I am gone. He was like, have you gone through and now you know the difference, right? I was like, yes sir, by mistake it happened. I'm sorry. He was like, okay, give me some time. And then I was sitting and waiting. He was discussing with two more volunteers and everyone are coming like, okay, she came with e-PAN card. How come she came? Like, we verified on the documentation process, no? Entire scene was like, I did some crime and sitting in the chair and everyone are discussing, okay, that girl, how come she came with e-PAN card? Like that they are discussing. When this scene is happening, right? After like 2 to 3 tables, there is a HR ma'am and a girl is sitting in front of her and she started to talk in a loud voice, more of like irritated tone, okay? She's not scolding and all, but she's kind of like talking in a rude tone, okay? That too for the same PAN card issue. She's telling like, don't you know you should carry original PAN card? We are mentioning in every other email, right? Don't you read all the emails, ma? E-PAN card is not at all accepted. Please go. Like that she's telling and I was like, okay, we are not into Accenture, it seems. Asking her to go out. I thought they're just firing her like that. She's not into Accenture anymore and even I'm not into Accenture anymore. I was thinking like that. And that ma'am is telling like, please don't repeat this. Just apply your original PAN card soon and you should come again tomorrow for document verification process and all. You should write a letter and stuff. She was telling a huge process for her. I was hearing all of that. I was very sad at that time. I was about to cry and then the sir attending me, right? He was like really a lifesaver. At least I got the laminated version, no? So he told, okay, for now I'll accept you with this, but make sure you should carry your original PAN card. Just apply right now. Just call your mom or dad and apply right now and get it within 1 week. I'll just approve it now, okay? It will be an issue for you. So please carry your original PAN card, okay? You can leave like that, he told. I was like, thank you, sir. Thank you. Literally like a god for me right now. I haven't told that, but he is really a lifesaver. I was like, thank you, sir. Thank you so much for helping me out. While I'm leaving the room, no, the girl who got scoldings from that ma'am, she's crying in her phone. Actually, she got only the Xerox copy, like the printout form of PAN card. I don't know what happened to her then. So yeah, this is a tragedy story for me. Yeah, by luck, I got past the documentation process. And also don't worry guys, I have my original PAN card now. That's why I'm stressing in every other video, please carry your original PAN card, okay? So this is how my day went. And after the process, finally I got out of the room. I guess it's around 6 o'clock in the evening. That is how my day went. And that is how my onboarding process happened. That's it with this video. I hope I covered everything regarding onboarding process, and I'll be making a separate video regarding accommodation, how the accommodation was and after how many weeks I checked out, and I'll be answering all your queries on my next video. And I'm planning to film a video where I'll be answering all your queries. So please feel free to comment all your queries on the community post. You can find it on the community tab on my channel. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon. Also, give this video a thumbs up if you find it useful, and share this video with your friend who is very much interested to get into Accenture, okay? I'll meet you with another interesting video. Until then, all the best for your career. Bye!